So this was my Fight to Win Pro debut back in November 3rd of 2018 against Louis Galt. Here we go. So we begin the match right now. I believe he goes for this jumping guillotine right away. Everyone was doing that all night, so I was like, nah, not going to happen. Not going to happen. Tie up a little bit. He goes up. That was interesting there because we both went to pull guard at the same time. All right, but I felt him sitting back, so I was like, well, if he's going to sit back, I'll just come up and start passing. Most of the time, if I pull guard, I'm just going to try to get the Ashi sweep right away and come up and pass anyway. So this got me right where I wanted to be, just kind of push him over. And here we are up top passing. And the knee cut, aggressive knee cut. Oh, okay, I go for that spin around knee bar right away. I think in my mind I was like, I just need to get some style points right away early on so that if this goes the distance, people can be like, well, he went for those knee bars and leg locks right away. Even though it wasn't very tight, I was unable to secure it. I recognize that I lost it, and I come back up. And here we are, setting a nice pace. And let's see, how do we get to the ground the next time? Oh, this time I pull guard. So this is what I would do if I pull guard, which is what I did. We get here. I always have some kind of tie up. So I got the collar and the arm control here. I never want to just pull without any type of postural control. This is where we're getting that posture breakdown. If he was able to get pulled down and maintain his posture here, then he would be able to engage his passing sequence right away, and I would be more or less on the defense there. So because of the posture control, I'm able to get into the Ashi right away. Actually, I don't even think I fully secure the Ashi. I more or less just tilt him over. Let's see. There we are. Tie up, pull. Yep, I just kind of extend my right leg and tilt him over, and again back into the passing. So Professor Marshall's calling out the knee cut, knee cut, knee cut, knee cut. So that's all we're doing is knee cutting. Even right here when I'm smashing him down, he says back off, get your space, and back to the knee cut. So I get my right leg back in the battle, and here we are, just trying to put a pace on him that's hard to keep up with. Eventually they'll crack. So again on the knee cut, I think we go to I'll go to a head control and then to another knee bar attempt here in a little bit. I think on this next sequence. So here we are. Where's that head wrap? I know it's somewhere. He was definitely fishing for triangles, but no cigar here. I get the head control with my left arm. There it is. So I always like to try and do that whenever I can when I'm passing the guard. It makes it really difficult for them. And with that being said, it's very important that this right arm is blocking my left arm in this situation so that I don't get this head control. For all the students out there, frame up. Don't let this happen to you. I'm sure I was trying to weave. I'll either grab my hands here in like an S grip and just cradle them, or I'll try to shoot this right arm through underneath his framed arm, in this case his left arm, underneath the arm and head, and try to get into a darce, but I wasn't feeling that so much. So we go. This is a telltale sign that I'm going to try to attack the leg. I hook the leg here. He's doing a good job at keeping that left knee in between us, so I can't get this clean pass. So I'm like, I'm going to just attack that leg. Go find knee bar. Fuck it. All right, here we are. And I'm starting to lose the knee line. I get to this Insei Senkaku, but I should have passed it. I think I go to the outside with it. Yeah, I should have went inside. I should have went to my left arm with it. And then he does a good job at getting his knee line clear and pushing away and escaping. Right here. Try to keep it. I realize I don't have it, so I come up and we're back into the passing. And now he's getting a little bit tired. The knee cut pressure is working, and we go back onto it. And this time we get somewhat of an easy pass with just like a little hip switch right here. Silky smooth. Boop, just fall over it, and here we are. So now, as I get into the side control position, I'm definitely trying to create back exposure, whether it be Kimura-ing this far side arm if he tries to pummel me, but I have a really strong underhook, so it's going to be hard for him to get that pummel. But because I have this strong underhook and I've got this nice crossface going, I'm putting this pressure on his face. It makes him want to turn away. So I let this pressure build up. Notice how I'm cupping the top of the shoulder there to put more pressure on with the crossface. He doesn't like this. You can already see him starting to turn, right? So this is where I build up my base. I use my knees. Whenever he turns, I want to keep that back exposure. So I'm going to use my knees as wedges to maintain it and then continuously drive through. Now here, because I'm building up this like potential energy, he doesn't like it. He wants to turn away. So I believe Elliot Marshall calls out for me to give him some space to let that arm come through. So right about right, where is it? I don't know what he's doing there. Nothing good. He doesn't like it. So that knee on the hip too, again, keeping that back exposure. He really doesn't like that. See how he's digging his right arm under my armpit, trying to turn away? This is where I just pop up a little bit and I let that elbow come through. And this creates my back exposure. And immediately onto the gift wrap. And I mean, once I got this gift wrap, this is everything I was practicing. Immediately into the Henzo roll, back take, and then just hand fighting from there. So let's let this play out. Okay, so now we're on the back. So this is the Henzo roll I was talking about, just immediately into it. Let's get that full sequence. Here, back take, gift wrap. Yeah. A lot of what makes this work is making sure that two things. This knee is in between this space, in between his left elbow and left knee. So my right knee is in between that space. Also, my left knee is really over his shoulder and I'm pinching onto his left arm. Then I drop all of my weight onto this far side shoulder. Get a little pop here. Now all my weight's going forward. He's stuck back there. Once the momentum catches up, he gets sprung forward. Immediately onto the back, securing the body triangle right away. Notice we have same side arm control, so always getting into some kind of arm control. And then immediately I check the choke. I want to see where he's at with this, where his responses are, and if he's gonna respect my threat. If he doesn't respect it, then I can get it right away. But you're always just pumping that out. It's like a jab. You're just checking it. And notice too, I'm using my chin to trap my hand so that even if he does get this left arm free, he's not going to be able to secure that thumb and peel it off as easily. He's going to have to rely on pulling on my forearm, and that's going to be a hard battle, especially one-on-one. So let it play through. Trapping that chin. He's trying to pull. Oh, I guess he's not doing much with that. I'm doing that. I'm extending that hand away. And then I feel like I can finish this, so I pull this arm out to reinforce. I have my arm over his chin, but it was so perfect. We had gone over how to finish from there, and it's so simple. Instead of just squeezing recklessly, you can get the arm over the chin. You just rotate into the choking arm to get the finish. So here we are. I'm on it. I lock it up, lock the choke up, and I rotate to my left. It's a very subtle motion, but it's there. There we go.